Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and today we're going to go back to this Wonder Woman famous first edition. And we're going to see what we can do about those stains that are on the back cover. We're going to do it right now. Yeah, we're back on the Wonder Woman famous first edition. I wanted to try to get some of these stains off the back, and I'm going to zoom in on those so you can see them a little better. Don't know how good that is, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Immaculate, which is available from Immaculate Comics. And I cleaned this a little bit with an eraser, and I'll probably go over it some more, but I've got some stains here that I want to work on by themselves. So what I'm going to do, get a little bit out there, put it on a swab, and I have a backing board under there, and I'm just going to swab over those areas that I want to try to clean and see if that will help any. Delco wants out. Just a minute. Yeah, he likes to be outside a lot, and we're not really getting a very good picture on this for some reason. Not sure why, but it just looks fuzzy to me. But like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some Immaculate on there and see if I can get that to come out without going over the whole comic. And I'm using a circular motion. I'm going to let that dry. Wow, I really can't stand the idea that it's... Okay. I used a box to raise it up a little bit so you can see it a little better. It's really blurry where it was, which is strange because my camera usually does a pretty good job of not being so blurry. Like I said, I'm just going to go over it, see if I can't get some of that off. If I can't, I'm not going to worry too much about it. This, as with a lot of things I do, is just an experiment anyway. Let that dry a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and put a little water on it and see what happens. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to take it off the way I would like it to. Let's let it. Okay. Take a little. I have a pad here with a little bit of water on it, and I'm just going to put it on there. Dab it on. And then I'll use another one that's dry. See if I can get any of that off. It doesn't look like it's going to come off. Failed experiment. Should always try different things though. Like I said, this is a failed experiment. It didn't come off. So, yeah. You don't know unless you try. I am going to, like I said, I am going to use my little eraser and go over the rest of it. Trying to get it a little cleaner. It's not going to be, this book is never going to be in great condition. And it's not like I'm going to send it into be graded or anything. I might go ahead and try some MacuClean on the whole thing. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe if I put it on the entire book, it'll help it out a little bit. And you're not going to see it because you'll see it when I get down to that area. But I'm applying a MacuClean to the whole book, or to the whole back side of the book. And that did take some dirt off, of course. It always does. You can't really see it, but it's a yellowish color. But I don't think it was the yellow ink on it. I think it was actual dirt. And we'll go over it with a little bit of water next. And see how that comes out. Gotta let it dry off though. It's dry to the touch. It's real dry in here. It's a little chilly, so you'd think that the liquids wouldn't dry real quick, but it's also, the air is real dry, so that's causing it to dry a lot quicker than what I would expect normally. Do this the same way you clean any comic. If you're doing a damp cleaning, you just do it. I'm gonna let this dry. Be back in a minute. Let me show you something else that I like to do. Now this is dry. But something else I like to do after I've cleaned a comic and after I've pressed it. No, I'm not going to press this one. Not that it won't fit in my press. It's just I don't want to. But I like taking a microfiber cloth. Now you can use a microfiber cloth. You can use a cotton cloth. You can use a wool cloth. Anything like that. And I just like to take it dry and just go over the comic and buff it. And this will help bring back some of that gloss, you know, once it's clean, that you may think you've lost over time. And it'll really, a lot of times it'll really bring back the shine on a comic that you may have thought you otherwise had lost. Now I like to do this sitting in front of my computer watching a YouTube video or something, or sometimes I'll do it while watching a movie. I probably will press this, but I'm going to do a cold press on it. I'm not going to do a hot press. Like I said, just take that cloth, go over it. And you can do this after you've pressed it. You can do it before you've pressed it. I'm not adding anything to it. All I'm doing, basically I'm polishing what's already there. And this is a good way to remove fingerprints too, if you happen to have a fingerprint on it. And like I said, I like to use a microfiber cloth, but you can use any kind. As long as it's soft. And yeah, I like the way that looks. That looks a lot better to me. It looks like it's got some of that shine back to it that it hadn't had before. Now I have here a comic that I probably need to throw away because it looks like it's got some mold that's not going to come off. But I just want to show you what this does, because this does not look very glossy right now. But if I take this cloth and I go over the top of it, just like this, look how much of that shine is coming back. So you can take a comic that looks fairly dull and actually give it a little bit of that shine back just by going over it like that. Look at the back of this. Look how it's got a little bit of a shine. Take this cloth and go over the back of it. You can press down a little bit. You don't need to be afraid of it. And in just a few seconds, look at that. Look at the difference. Just a few seconds. I take, 4 or 5 minutes on a side. Just try to make them look the best you can. There you go. Another little trick you can try. I think it really helped this one out. And we'll see you next video. There you go. The stains didn't come off too well, but I did show you some other little tips on what you can do to make them look your comics look a little bit better. I'll buff them out a little bit. Now, what I forgot to mention that I meant to is you can get one of those wool pads that go on like a buffing machine and just use it by itself, and those work really, really well. I don't have one right now. Somebody used it on his car for some reason. I don't know why. Hey, it makes the car look better. What can I say? So yeah, that's another thing you can do. Yeah, don't put wax on your comics, though. Don't do that. Just use the buffing pad like it is. Those work really well. Tonight, I'll be on Horizon Picks channel, trying to sell a few comics, having a little fun. You can watch it there, and if you plan on buying something, please do watch it there. But you can also watch it on my channel, as we will be broadcasting it to both his channel and mine. And of course, as always, you can get the link to his channel and his show on this side. Yeah, over here. I always get confused because what I look at is flipped backwards. So it's mirror image to me, but not to you. So yeah, there you go. Make it look a little better. Make it look a little shiny. Yeah, there you go. Make it look shiny. It always makes comics look better, even when they're low grade like this. And we'll see you later. Bye.